Hello, everybody. It is Friday, the 24th of May. I want to preach the true Jesus. We're all seeking the truth. We want to get out of the delusion, that we're in. There is an underlying truth that we're not seeing. Then let me show you the true Jesus, because Paul himself said, in these days, now, we're preaching another Jesus. The one we're preaching is not the truth. So let me show you the true Jesus. Now, let me just very quickly talk about prayer before I go there, because it is important. I keep hearing, and I want to jump, to the ceiling every time I hear that. He did not walk on water, he did not heal the sick, he did not do all those things. Those are just allegories, they're metaphors for something spiritual. No, that did happen. That's probably one of the first things you need to get into your head. That was real. That is another aspect of reality, the knowledge of another aspect of reality that he brought. And it is not that far out. Because if you can see in this world now, not in heaven, now, here, that you know about far viewing, you know about telepathy, you know about energy healing. There are stories about people, monks somewhere up in the mountains levitating, So if you can accept those things as truth, then it's only a question of how far can you take that. If it exists in principle, it's only a question of how far can you take that. So stop talking about those allegories. No, they're not. That was reality. They lived in that reality. And it is an aspect of the reality now that we do not know, that we do not understand, and that most of us are being told is not real. I believe on the spirit, but no, it doesn't exist in this world. It's again what Paul said. You're proclaiming the spirit, but you're denying the power thereof. Make up your mind. So that's the first thing. Second thing, prayer. Yes. Now I keep saying what it says, and what am I actually quoting? Let me say that's sorry. That's Mark 11:24 apparently hanging on my kitchen cupboard. Good. So therefore, whatever I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. I have another translation somewhere. I have so many books with bits and pieces written in it, I can't find it at the moment. But there was a translation out of the Gospel of Thomas out of the Aramaic. That was a lot longer than that one. Again, they've cut that to pieces. And it said actually more like, whatsoever we ask for out of my name, or from within my name, sorry, that's what it says, from within my name, and ask without any hidden motive. And then you will receive so that your joy shall be full, or whatever. But there is prayer. You are the fullness of an intention. Your whole being has become the essence of that intention. There are no hidden motives, and there is no doubt. There's the thing, there is no doubt, without the shadow of a doubt. You stepped on every serpent that was there, You squashed them all. So, and you're standing there knowing, without doubt. That is the prayer that we'll receive. And then it's very important that you understand something that Jesus told you, and that is that in the all, in the field, in the Father, whatever you want to call that, there is no judgment. He does not judge, he gives. If something stands in that certainty, it will receive. Judgment is not in the Creator. There is no judgment there. Understand that. And then you will understand that if somebody is of a pure intention, what we might call then pure evil will receive. Understand that. It will. Because in the Father, in the field, there is no judgment. We must be of sound judgment of what it is we're asking for. That is what the book is telling you. That people don't want to hear. People don't have eyes to see and they don't have ears to hear because they don't want to know that. Because that actually puts responsibility for everything onto us. And they don't want that responsibility. They want something lovey-dovey to come from heaven and do it for them. Anyway, so the real Jesus, let me get there. Right. So whatsoever you ask for from within my name, the very essence of my being, is what that says. You must be the very essence, the same essence as Jesus. Your whole being must be the same essence as Jesus. And then to see what was his essence, what was his desire, what was his intention. And that was to serve that kingdom and to bring it to earth. That was his whole being. Yeah? I say nothing, I do nothing, but the Father tells me so. Yeah? No thought for in full service, completely denying self and in full service to that kingdom. Yeah? And then the healings, whatever he did, I do nothing but that will glorify the kingdom. He did not feed people in order to feed people. He did not do it for the people. He did it for the kingdom. He was in service of the kingdom. My bread is to do the will of him that sent me. Again, the will of that kingdom. So that is my bread. That is what energizes me. That God has breathed his life into me. It is what gives me purpose. It is what gives my life meaning. It is what energizes me. Yeah? That is the real Jesus. Folks, read the story, please. Even on the level, just on the level of story. He let his friend die, Lazarus. He knew he was dying and he purposely did not go to save him. He let him die. He caused all that grief to his family, to people that when he got there came to him and said, oh, you could have saved him. They believed on him. They loved him. They thought he was their friend, and he wasn't. He purposely let Lazarus die to one purpose. So that he could show off that power. Yeah? Again, outside of the tomb, if this were to glorify the Father, let it be. Not I love Lazarus, not I want Lazarus to have life. It's not Lazarus. I have wondered so often what would have happened if that had not glorified the kingdom. Yeah, I guess Lazarus would have been sunk. Yeah, so would him, if it doesn't serve. That is the true Jesus. That is his essence. And he keeps saying it throughout the entire book. Have you got ears to hear what he is telling you? The truth. He told you the truth. You know, it's like what's happening now. Yeah? People say, oh, they're telling you what they're going to do. And they do. And people don't want to hear. We're still doing the same thing. It's because we're doing the same thing over and over again that we're going around the same circles. Somebody please wake up. In those days, they will teach a different Jesus. Yeah, the lamb that had a heartbleed for humanity. No. He did not love you. He loved the kingdom. He did not do things for you. He did it for the kingdom. He did not die for you. He died because he was ordered by the kingdom. And for myself, I think nothing. They tell me I have to nail myself to the cross, then that is what I will do if it glorifies the kingdom. That was the essence of Jesus. To bring about this kingdom that will come and rule over us all, that will have dominion over the earth. He was a servant to that. He was a servant to that intention. Yeah, and then when people come and say, Lord, Lord, I healed people in your name. And he says, I do not know you. They are not on his wavelength. Again, they were thinking a different Jesus. They thought Jesus came to serve and save humanity. I came to serve. Yeah, not us. Not us. He came to serve, but not us. He was in service to another kingdom. There's so much in the book that is leading, where you really need to look and you know, where you have to really look at what he is saying. Really look at the words and not at what you want to hear. But it leads you somewhere. It leads you to what you want to hear. Like the passage where it says, in my Father's house there are many kingdoms. There I will prepare a place for you. Many mansions, yeah. In my Father's house there are many mansions. There I will prepare a place for you. Right. He stated two things in that sentence. One is that there are many mansions in his Father's house. And the other is, I will prepare a place for you. But they are two separate statements. So the first thing I would ask, what else is there apart from mansions? And what place are you preparing for me? And I tell you something, most of humanity is not going to live in mansions. That kingdom is already coming, it's already here. And you can already see your place. Your disposable pawn. Many are called, very few are chosen to be at the top of that bloody thing. But the sheep will bring in the kingdom. Again, we're starting a revolution. Yeah, the plebs are starting the revolution, thinking they are the ones that will receive at the end. No, you won't be, and you never are. Throughout history, the plebs have never been the ones that received at the end of a revolution. See the true Jesus. See his essence. He is telling you. It's not like it's not hidden. And here is the thing. If he stood, again, let me just go back to the beginning. If he stood in his truth, without a shadow of a doubt, he is in service to that kingdom. Without a shadow of a doubt, his prayer will be given. To us, that might look evil. But I tell you something, that is pure. That is pure, and what is pure will receive, because there is no judgment in the field. Then can we stand as pure as that in our own truth, in our own prayer, because we will also receive. That's the place where we have to get to. So there you go, see the truth. In those days they will preach another Jesus. They're doing that right now. The beautiful, loving being of light. That is the other Jesus. And see the truth. It is in the book. It's not hidden. You just don't want to see it. You rather live in the delusion of beautiful light beings that will come and save you. That is not the reality of that story. Anyway, here I leave it at that for today. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.